Hello everyone, J Funk here once again. Today we're taking a look at heroic Nexus-King Salhadaar from the recent testing. This is the penultimate boss, second to last boss of the raid on heroic. This fight is awesome. It freaking slaps. It is awesome. So starting out here, he's going to cast Decree Oathbound. This is going to apply 3 stacks of Oathbound to the entire raid. You remove Oathbound by getting hit by the tank soak. If you have any stacks of Oathbound and he casts a certain ability, he MCs you forever until you die. Or if you die with a C buff, you also get MC'd. So the main thing here is that there's like a tank combo. It's kind of similar to Agamar, where it's kind of random, which it's not set. It's random which order he does it in, but he'll do 2 giant cleaves like that. Then he'll do 2 group soaks. Here we opted to just use defensives and just take 2 group soaks so we can push earlier. Here, the dragon will leave some like void zone stuff, just move out along your line. Banishment is just a dot, I guess, and then it does damage at the end. And then he'll cast the command thing here. Each one of the dragons that's disappearing will leave a void beam here temporarily. So I was pinging which people should watch out and not get hit by that. Get hit by a last soak, remove the stacks. So the boss will phase into the intermission at 2 minutes or at 50% HP. Whatever he reaches first. And this is pretty much phase 1. It's just move out with these, and then he's going to do the dragon thing again, so you just look out. Also, you cannot get near these dragons because they'll hit you and knock you back into the platform, so be careful. So here's Besiege. Dragon disappears. I get a ping where it's going to come from. And then he does the tank thing here. So he does if you push him early like this, he will interrupt the tank combo, and then do this. This is the intermission. You gotta move out of the middle here. You cannot get hit by this. It will kill you immediately. Jumps on his old dragon, and then it's a 2-target fight. And then he'll do Netherbreaker with these giant circles. You want to move this out. I think this is a range-only mechanic, so I wasn't able to see. Apparently, there's a way to indicate like where it's facing, because the dragon is going to do a beam, and the beam is going to be echoed and shot through each portal. You see the direction that beam is facing? He's going to shoot through and then go through. It doesn't do too much damage, but it would be nice if you could figure out why that's the case. Then he will go enter an intermission here. So we split the groups up into these soak groups. You extra action button brings you onto this platform. Each platform is the same. It has a Nexus Prince and then 4 guys and a Mana Forged Titan. Mana Forged Titan is the priority mob. If it reaches 100 energy, it will explode. Then the Nexus Prince has a kick, and he will also do these Nexus Beams, which is just, you gotta just move and not get hit by these things. They'll rotate. But we're all just focusing the Titan and clearing the other ones down. Then once those are dead, we go back to the platform. We end up killing ours a little bit quicker. And also, notice here, the Shadow Guard Reaper is still alive. So the other side can't get back because one of these ads teleported onto this platform for some reason. So we actually kill the ad, and then it opens up the ability for them to come back. So in this phase, there's 2 targets. You cannot get the Void Wing below 40, so we were just kind of like even cleaving these things as much as possible. At a certain point here, he's going to enter the second intermission. I think it's after this Netherbreaker. Similar to before, you just got to move out. And then he's going to do I think he's in a phase here pretty soon. So he does the tank breath. The tank breath will do damage to the whole raid based on how much damage the tank took from it in this phase. So you got to be careful to DR that. Otherwise, we will explode. So King's Thunder, this is the intermission. The Nexus-King himself is immune. And this is kind of like Kaiveza, where it's just like a little bit where it's just like just dodging these beams. And then just hitting the dragon. If the dragon hits 40% HP, he will auto phase into the next phase, which is unfortunate because I wanted to test if RSK reduced the healing that he got from this. Because at the end of this, he kills the dragon and heals based on the remaining health the dragon has. I was gonna RSK him, but then I didn't know that he phased at 40. So, screw me, I guess. Anyways, he phases. This is the last phase. He will target several players with this. You need to move out to the edge of the room, and this is like Kaiveza, where spawn these black holes that will suck you towards them. You want to evenly spread these out so that we all get sucked into the middle, like so, which looks awesome. That's super sick. Then you'll spawn these things. These things, you just dodge this stuff, and then this mechanic, which we wipe here shortly thereafter, you need to blow up these things with this mechanic, but we die. But overall, impressions of this fight is super sick, visually awesome, very fast-paced, kind of just like super fun. So this is the mechanic. You need to hit the start with this, otherwise they explode. We die. But awesome fight. Just compared to Muggsy, I actually knew what was happening, and it was easy to follow. Great. This is a banger of a fight. Can't wait to do it on Mythic. Anyway, that'll do it for this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.